Hey Mikhail, so just thought I'd make a quick video just to show you this concept and business model, I guess. Super powerful, and I think it could be really good for you guys, especially if we offer, if we create. I'm basically building this out now or in the next few weeks. An Australia-wide network, and it's going to be very similar to Psychology Today. Basically, a very similar idea. We'll have some niche-related or psychology-related kind of blog posts and things like that, based on what's current in that area. And then, but largely the whole point of the website will be to find a local psychologist for someone searching in that area. Now, of course, you being able to work over the phone, remotely, via Skype, whatever, Zoom, etc., this opens up, the ability for you to potentially, you could get leads all over Australia. So we are building an Australia-wide network anyway. But what I'm thinking for you at the start is just to give you some sort of exclusivity rights over the New South Wales version of the site. So there's going to be basically a main one for the whole of Australia, and then one for every state, which will basically have a location-based page for every town and city in that state. So I'll show you how it works, just so you can really get an idea of the power of this. And obviously this will be, what I'm going to show you is not psychology, but it's really the model applies to any niche. So here's one we've built about a month ago, maybe a bit over. This is locksmiths in Australia. So this is basically the same thing as what I'm doing, what I would be proposing to do with you. This is basically just a generic brand. It doesn't really matter what the brand is, but as I said in the email, we're going to call ourselves, I think I've already bought the domains, Psychologist Finder Australia, I think is what we're calling ourselves. So anyway, let me show you how this works. So it's just, obviously it's a locksmith related website, and it looks professional. As long as it looks professional, it looks clean, easy to use, and when you're in mobile mode, you've got tap to call buttons and all these things. Depending on the niche, it's going to be slightly different. But let me show you the power of this. So basically what happens with these websites is we build apart from just all the normal pages like services and the contact page and all this stuff, we build a location targeted page for every location in that area. So this is the Australian one, so it's a bit smaller. This is only like major kind of towns and cities in Australia. But just look at how this works. So you've got, this is an orange, this is the page focusing on orange. And then you've got, like, for example, Bathurst down here. You've got all these different locations. So every page, it's actually unique, but it looks the same. But in terms of Google, they love that. So, this is all about Bathurst. So obviously this is going to start to rank in Google over time, and we're going to pick up people looking for locksmiths in Bathurst. So with you, it would be, people would be searching for, psychologist Bathurst or therapist Bathurst or whatever. We can sort of create the content around the types of psychology you do as well. I think you said it was like solution focused. So we could actually have quite a bit of content here on solution focused therapy. And, maybe just different approaches you have, we can kind of integrate that all into the page. And then what's going to happen is people are going to pick that up, or Google's going to pick it up rather, and it's going to show up in the results for these locations, because there's not really many people doing this. That's why it's so powerful. And it's not spammy, it's actually really high quality. Like, these are really good sites. The approach might look spammy, but it's not really. It's just really smart and efficient. Like, we're basically just creating good content around every location and doing it in a way that's smart and efficient, and just it's still providing the searcher what they want. So anyway, just to kind of end this, let me just show you. So for example, like this is only like a month old, this website, 6 months old. Let's go over to Google, and I've got this term here ready: 24-hour emergency locksmiths Bathurst. So was that the Bathurst page I showed you? Yeah, Bathurst. Okay, so search for Google, and you in Google, and you could do this yourself. So obviously that's a very targeted keyword, which is actually pretty good because someone who wants a 24-hour emergency locksmith that's exactly what they want. So they're ready to go. But as I said, this is a new website, and look at this already first page down here. Here we are. Locksmithlocalsoz.com. That's our website. That's the page I just showed you. Already number 9, I think it is. And that's pretty cool, eh? Like, we've only just started this. So that's the power of this. So yeah, what I'm thinking of giving you some sort of exclusivity, maybe a small fee, and then basically in comparison to the cost and the amount of time it takes to set up these websites. And then, later on we talk about once the website starts generating some leads, some traffic, and some form fills and phone calls. Then once it starts performing, then we'll talk about money and stuff like that later. But yeah, really just to get this moving for you, because this will take a bit of time. Even though this is like already page 1, this is only one keyword. And that's the great thing about these sites. Like, you can rank for every small town, big town, city. Eventually, over time, you rank more quickly for the easier places. Like Bathurst is probably not that super competitive, but there's still people looking for these kind of search terms, like therapist, like CBT, therapist, Bathurst, or therapy. There's going to be people looking for these kind of things. So what we do is we build the page, based on those kind of terms, as long as you provide those services, and then it pops up for these, these locations specifically. So yeah, so that's kind of the idea. Just wanted to shoot you a quick video to give you an idea of how that works. But yeah, we'd basically be using this as a model for you, and could be really, really good, like long term. And I'm building an entire 9 website, entire network. That could be even added to. But that's the start for the whole of Australia. So later on we can even do like per city ones and stuff. So yeah, so that should give you a good idea. I'll leave it there and look forward to chatting with you. Cheers.